Yeah, I think it's been a long journey and a lot of milestones in fact. The first one, of course, how we came up with the idea. It's a very interesting story. So, me, Farid and Bhanu, the three co-founders, we met in IIT Kanpur in a hackathon, and we've been building products while being in college, right? So we've in fact built and failed in 13 products before we came to ShareChat. We were actually building Opinio, our 13th product, which was a debating app. I don't know why we believe the debating app will be the next thing, but we were doing that. And the way it worked was you would have, let's say, Sachin versus Virat, a debate going on. People will come, comment, whoever gets more engagement wins the debate. But that website was not going anywhere. So I was actually trying to spam the link of Opinio across different Facebook groups to get some traffic. And to my surprise, I in this Sachin Facebook group, a public Facebook group of 500,000 members, I saw this post which had a WhatsApp logo and Sachin's photo, and the poster was basically saying that I'm making a WhatsApp group for Sachin. Please put your phone number. And below that were 50,000 people putting their phone numbers. Now this was bizarre to me, and this is actually happening in the backdrop of internet.org and all of that. And here, people are sharing their phone numbers publicly on a Facebook group. And out of curiosity, I took 1,000 phone numbers from that comment section, put that in my phone, in my WhatsApp, and made 10 WhatsApp groups. WhatsApp used to have 100 limit at that point. And I named the groups as Sachin photos, Sachin videos, Sachin memes, all of that. I just put my phone and went down. I was still in my fourth year campus. I was in the hostel room, so I went down for lunch. And an hour later, I come back. I open my hostel room door and my phone is on the table. It's constantly beeping with notifications. I pick up the phone. Every single group that I had created had hundreds of unread messages. I go in the group and like there is tons of Sachin content flowing. A guy would say that, "Bhai, meko Sharjah Cup ki video bhej." Essentially means send me a Sharjah Cup video. Within 5 seconds, somebody would reply with the video. And I'm like, these are 100 random strangers of the internet put inside a WhatsApp group. They're not complaining. They're not cribbing. They're really happy. This is bizarre. And this was the moment where we figured that there is a massive dearth of content in India. People are, in fact, willing to jump hoops, in the hope that somebody will have to add them to a WhatsApp group and then get content. And most of these people were consuming content in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu. So this was the moment where we figured there's a massive gap. We should build an app, a very simple idea that we will help people discover the most viral, trending, relevant content that they need in their own language. And that is how we got to ShareChat. I think it's been a long journey since then. We kept perfecting a lot of things, but this is largely how we got to it. The second interesting moment actually happened somewhere around 2017, in fact 2016-17. So I think when we were building the product, right? So we were young, aspirational entrepreneurs, and there was one thing which came out across all sources, and that was all large social networks figured out a magic rule. Like Twitter figured out, if you can get a user to follow X accounts in Y days, you will get long-term retention. Facebook figured out if you can get X friends in Y days, you can retain the user for long. So we're like Pinterest followed that, everyone followed that. So maybe that is the secret of building a social network. Like, what would we know? We are young college kids. And we kept sort of focusing on that. The entire company literally worked on how do we onboard followable or follow-worthy accounts? How do we make sure that if you follow somebody, you're getting content from those accounts? And for the first 2 years, most of the companies working on this, very, very minor incremental gains from all this effort, while there is a very small team which is working on what we call trending feed today. It was nothing but an algo feed. We did not care about your follows in that feed. We just learned from your behavior, your likes, shares, comments, and then served your feed. And that team kept delivering every single quarter. And we're like, this whole Western stuff is not working for us. Let's shut that down and let's double down on what is working for us. And this was, I think, in 2017, sometime in that time, when we essentially pivoted the entire company to focus on the algorithmic feed, which we today call the ML feed. And that was a game-changing decision that we did at that point. And it still today remains the biggest differentiator for us against all other social networks. Another interesting moment happened in 2020 when TikTok got banned. Now again, to give you some context, ByteDance actually had two products in India, Hello and TikTok. And Hello was a clone of ShareChat, literal clone from UI, but more importantly, every single content, every single comment was scraped and put in help. We in fact went to Delhi High Court. You can read that up on Google. We had a big legal fight between them, and Delhi High Court actually ordered them to change their app because it was a proven copy. But again, we kept fighting. They stayed, so we kept fighting. So TikTok got banned on June 29, 2020. And when we got to know, we're like, we have to get back at them. There's no way we're leaving them. And in fact, if I even tried to stop the team, they wouldn't have stopped. So within 20 minutes, we formed a new Slack channel. We moved the ShareChat growth team to leave everything and start building a short video product. A lot of what the operational rigor that we have learned from ByteDance. So we have a lot of respect. But beyond this entire rage, right, there was also this fundamental belief that the hardest part of building a short video product is actually the REXIS part, the recommender system part. And we were the only Indian company to have built that in India. And therefore, if anybody had a chance of winning in short video, it is us. So with that fundamental belief, we launched that app and we started building this. By the end of 2020, in fact, we realized that being India's best in REXIS still doesn't cut it because you're still competing with the global giants, right? And at that time, we were already remote. So we in fact decided that we will go global and hire the best AIR globally, because most of these Western social networks never had REXIS talent in India, and the best REXIS talent was anyways with us. So to really grow and compete, we actually went global and built a global AIR. I think 2021 was again a big milestone for the company. We became a unicorn. We raised $1 billion. We entered the big league, as they seem to call it. So yeah, I think that really was a orbit shift for us in how we think about ourselves, how the world thinks about ourselves, how we operate and sort of build for the really long term going forward.